I want to take everything that I've learned in the past 4 years about product research and put it into this video. Sure to hit the like button down below. It helps me out so much. So I really do appreciate that. Let's get into it. This is my favorite way to find products. I love Helium-10, but this tool is just like, it's like an old Mustang or something. Like I come back to it, just feels right. This is Opportunity Finder by Jungle Scout. I do have a link down in the description you can use to get this tool if you want to follow along with this video, or you want to find your first product. You guys, I know a lot of you guys don't have, $200 a month for a software. It's like 69 bucks a month. You could use this. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to select some categories. So the way that I like to select categories, I like to think of areas that I would actually have some knowledge about. Patio, lawn, and garden is a good one. I like gardening. I like outdoors. I like plants. See this guy right here. And tools and home improvement. Yeah. Don't have a pet. Sports and outdoors for sure. Office products, absolutely. So that's a little bit of a different approach from what most people would say. It's like, oh, just select anything. Well, you need to have some knowledge of the market you're going to be entering, because it's really easy to make change, but it's very, difficult to be better. I just absolutely botched a moment that could have been so epic. It was like all this build up, big quote, botched it. It's really easy to be different. It's very difficult to be better. That's what I meant to say. All right, I've got a really fun bonus for you that I haven't done this in years. So step one is comment Amazon FBA down below, and I'm gonna be giving away a free Zoom call with myself. Talk about product research, your brand, how to get to your goals, whatever it is, I'm giving it away. I haven't done this in years, so it's gonna be really fun. Step two is you have to watch till the end. So I'm only gonna reward people that have an attention span of 13 minutes. Not a very long video. When you get to the end, you get the second piece of criteria required for me to pick you. I'll see you there. Average monthly units sold. We're in the big leagues here, right? Like we don't wanna be selling something that we're gonna max out at 2,000 sales per month, $2,000 in sales per month. Like if I'm gonna be selling a product, I want it to be worth my time. I want to be selling at least 20 units a day, which is going to average somewhere around 500 or 600. Maximum, we could put mostly dependent upon your budget and how much inventory you're going to be ordering. Search volume. This is super important. We need to have demand and we need to have existing interest. I'm not in the business of creating interest out of thin air. I simply want to fill a gap that isn't being filled. Like there's already a market for this thing. It's just no one's taken it to the next level and truly innovated within that market to deliver the product that everyone actually wants. I would say at least 2,000. Max, we could go all the way up to 40,000 for all I care. Keep in mind, the more interest there is in the actual main keyword, main search volume, the harder it is going to be to get ranked for that thing. And then average monthly price, this is where we can have some fun, right? I'm okay with selling something that's 14 bucks and I'm okay with selling something that's 80 bucks. We'll call it $79.99. We'll put 81. Keep in mind, the standard is so much higher above $40 or $50. $80, $79.99. I'm going to do some research. I might go on Google, look up top list of best things in this category. Seasonality, go down to medium. Competition, keep it at high. So some things that have popped up here that I immediately want to show you that you cannot do. Glass bowls for smoking, cannot do that. That is considered paraphernalia in TOS. Can't sell it. Some of you in the comments are gonna be like, well, I see people selling them all the time. Doesn't matter. People can get away with listing them for a short period of time. Eventually they will be taken down. Football backplates, that's interesting. Plant humidifier indoor, that's interesting. Come through here and I'll just look for things that I think might be good products, and then I'll command click them so it opens up in a different tab. Folding storage box. Comment down below if you notice the two things that are similar, even though those products are so different. Before I say it, please right now go and comment. There should be at least a couple hundred people left watching this thing. These two are surrounding an interest. There's an enthusiast customer. There's someone to market to. Folding storage box is a commodity where the lowest priced option wins most of the time. Here, the best option will most likely win. You see the difference? There's a slight difference, and I didn't used to pick up on things like this. Again, so all of this like door window curtains, flashlights, tray decor, there's no person there. I mean, there's someone buying it, but it's like, it's not something they keep coming back to, or an area where they would want to get emails from you and be part of a community or go follow your Instagram. Think about all that. Is this product worth enough to the customer? As you're going through the products that you've actually selected and you're figuring out how to make them better, not just different, look at what people are saying. These are your customers. All of the people that have landed on this page and then gone through, bought it, and left a review. They care enough to leave a review. They care enough about this product in general to be part of the ecosystem of that product. So their insight is going to be valuable. So I would advise you that when you do find a product that you're looking how to possibly make it better, go to forums about football equipment. Go to forum or Facebook groups about becoming a better football player. Hey everyone, just editing the video you're watching right now. And when I got to this part, I wanted to give you a real example that stuck out to me that I've used in my own business. So we had 7 logos created for the new brand that we're launching, my business partner and I, because we wanted to be sure that it was going to connect to the customer. We surveyed this with 200 of our potential future customers. And we said, hey, which logo connects the most with you? So we had our surefire winner, but we're like, let's test it just to be safe. The one that we picked came in dead last. The one that we liked the least came in first. That just goes to say, you're wrong a lot of the time. I'm wrong a lot of the time. The customer is the one who's relating to the product, the brand, the imaging, the illustration, the logo. They're always right. So that saying the customer is always right means a lot more to me nowadays as I continue my e-commerce business. Figuring out what the customers actually think is invaluable. Those are the people who buy your products, and it's gone so deep for me now that at every single step of the way, I'm doing this. Does my customer love my logo? Does my customer love my packaging? What is everything negative that someone's ever said about a product? Did we fix almost all of those things without, giving in on certain levels of the product? It was too expensive. Okay, well, really what someone's saying when they say it's too expensive is I didn't get enough value from it. Not that I wouldn't have paid that price, because I did, right? If they paid that price, they did not think it was too expensive, because at the time, they thought there was a higher amount of value attached to it. Okay, but then what actually happened is they got buyer's remorse because the value was less than what they expected originally, so they said it's too expensive. So yes, be the highest priced product in the market, be branded, know your customer, know how to design the product, have the best packaging, all of that jazz. But then over deliver, include a free gift inside. Email them afterwards asking them if their order got to them okay. Let's think about plant humidifier, right? People care enough about their plants to get this. Well, let's think about the kind of plants that need humidification. Okay, like jungle plants or plants that come from, parts of the world where the humidification is at a certain level, and that's part of the key factors of why they thrive. Let's go figure out what some of those plants are and put them in the background of the main image. Now, I'm not saying that's a better product. You can't have a horrible product and then just put get the psychology of the customer and put some of those plants in there and it sells. Those are the way that I'm thinking about it, though. And then let's think about what kind of humidifier is actually best. So a lot of the times, Amazon is one of the worst places you can look for the research about the marketplace from the enthusiast standpoint. That was a hard sentence. Go off of Amazon, go on, plant Instagrams and plant Facebook groups, and forums for plants are huge. And look around in there and try and ask questions about humidifiers and which ones they use and which ones they hate and why, and which ones are too expensive and which ones are worth the money and which ones aren't. Some people just want to make a quick buck on the side, but then there's people like me who are hardcore e-commerce entrepreneurs that seriously want to make $1 million business selling actually the best product in the marketplace that customers love and tell their friends about, not just flipping Chinese stuff. You're like me, want to build real lasting brands that have some impact and have an amazing product, then start thinking about your customer a little more. Well, you need to see a flaw or an area that needs attention. I always like to ask myself this brutally honest question of does the customer need me in this marketplace? Am I just trying to cash in here? Which is okay. Profit is the lifeblood of a business. That's what we want. We want to make a massively valuable company that makes massive profits. But there's a difference between going somewhere that needs your help and you can easily stand out, and just going and trying to be a little bit different. That's where we get back to full circle. Different is not better. I can come in here and I can make the same product red. I now have a different product. That doesn't make it better. So why are some people giving 1-star reviews, 1.5 reviews? What are the expectations of this customer? Can I in any way interview a couple customers that use this, pay them $10 each, $20 each for 5 minutes? Who would say no to that? And just ask them what they love or hate about these products. And it's what needs to change here? So maybe this is going over some of the traditional private labelers' heads of like, what are you talking about? Interviewing customers and all of this. It's like, just give me some criteria. I'm sorry, I used to give criteria out and it made sense, but it's just not like that anymore. Any one of these products could work, but you have to put in serious work, figure out your, like, and it's not even that much work. It doesn't take me any longer now to build a brand than it did to build a stupid product. It's just what I'm doing in between where like, oh, manufacturing is going to take 3 weeks. Well, guess I don't have to do anything. No, it's like, well, now I had the opportunity of that time to follow up with how I'm doing on my social media page. Yes, social media page well before you launch. You should have hundreds of followers on the brand page before you ever sell a single product. You should have conversations with potential customers before you ever sell a product or it's ever live. You should have an email list where people can sign up for a discount on launch day before you ever sell the product. Like, there's a lot that you can do behind the scenes. So this was perhaps not as step by step as a lot of you may have wanted, but if you're sticking around to this point, you must have gotten some value out of it. And it's so hard in a time span of 20 minutes to explain all of this, which is why I think continuous pursuit of excellence in e-commerce, in marketing, gets you a little bit closer every day. You'd be 1% better every day. You're 37 times better at the end of the year. If you're 1% worse every day, you do the math. So you don't have to get that much better every day. Just keep making progress. Keep trying to understand your customer, understand the products. Try and find products, focus on what the customer actually wants, and then make a better product based off of the enthusiast's ideas, not your own. And then test those ideas with the market itself before you pay and invest all this money in development. And then finally, once things are lining up and you have the most certainty you could possibly have without actually being live, then it's time to move forward. But don't leave holes in your theory. Don't turn a blind eye on things and just say, I hope it works. Figure out if it's going to work. How do you know you're right? All right, congratulations for making it to the end. I promised I'd give you the second piece of criteria you need to put in your comment. So comment Amazon FBA, step 1, and then step 2, let me know why you want to start selling e-commerce, start a brand. What is your goal? What's the end of the 2 years, 3 years, 5 years from now? What is it you're trying to achieve? Do you want financial freedom? Do you want to be able to spend more time with your kids, quit your job? Let me know. I'll see you in the free call. If you need help like going over this and want some more of my opinions and perspective, you could do a one-on-one call down below. Do our Zoom calls face-to-face with people. I don't sell a course anymore, but that's something that I love doing, so I'm always happy to see new people join that. There's only a few spots left, but if you want to join, you can do that. And other than that, I'll see you right here on YouTube tomorrow for another video. Thanks so much for sticking around. See you in the next one. Later.